Hey y'all, welcome back to Anu Image. I am your Oracle Jewel of the Dawn, and I'm back with another reading. Today we will be looking into the situation involving the Aquarius around the world. The Aquarius, not Aquarius. Um, I'm a little bit sleepy, and I'm out of water. So if I sound out of it, that's why. And on top of being sleepy, this instant is kind of just vibing me out. So I'm about to sound kind of like, y'all just bear with me. Um, yeah, so Aquarius. The messages before the cards were laid, the messages that I was getting in the pre-shuffle is basically, I feel like playtime is over with. Now, however that resonates for you guys, that resonates for you guys, but I feel like y'all know what I'm talking about. Like, playtime is over with. I saw the 10 of Swords in the reverse. To me, that just lets me know like a cycle is ending. And basically playtime over with. It was another card, but it slips my mind right now. But that 10 of Swords in the reverse just let me know like it's either you, Aquarius, not playing, or somebody around you is just not playing. Like, playtime is over with. It's over with. I feel like it was another card that I saw, but it doesn't matter because everything that I saw in the pre-shuffle, all the energy that I felt is here present in the cards. So let's just get into it. For the energy surrounding the situation and the current, well, the recent, past, and current energies, we have the Sun card in the reverse. The top of the read, what's on the mind of the Aquarius, is the hostilities card upright. The reality of the situation, we have the third chakra, Archangel Chamuel card in the reverse. And then for the future energies, we have the Blossom in Abundance card in the reverse. So, initially, and I still go with this because it's a few different situations that I'm now getting. Because once I actually tap in to the energy, I thought I lit that candle. Once I actually tap into the energy, other messages start coming in as well. No candle. Well, next up. Excuse me, guys. I have to light a candle as I work. Y'all can't see it, but it's here. So yeah. So like I was saying, initially, and I still feel the same way, but other messages have come along as well. Aquarius, I feel like you are now deciding that in order to have the love and the life that you want, you have to fight for it. And I don't think it's like a physically fight unless, you know, you bout that and that's where it's going with you right now. But I'm feeling like you're having to fight, like the word is jihad, the Arabic word, like fight within yourself. Fight the good fight good versus evil, you know, just fight the negative that's in your life, or the things, just fighting for the life that you want. Y'all know what that means. Excuse me, like figuratively speaking, like you got to fight for the life you want. Some people may actually have to like fight people or something, you know. Even though I just said it, I don't know if y'all about that or whatever, but some people may have to, or maybe you're trying to steer clear of hostilities that others may be bringing around you, but that's a form of fighting. Like, if you saying like, I'm not trying to be bothered with y'all and y'all mess, that's a form of fighting. Even though it's kind of passive, it's still fighting for the peace that you want, because you don't have to be involved with anything that you don't want to be involved with. So I feel like things may not have been the best right. Well, maybe right now for some of you all, but in the past and most recently, things haven't been looking up for you. So I feel like now it's becoming, fight or flight. Like, if I really want this life, if I really want this love or whatever, like, I have to do what I have to do, in order to receive and or manifest what it is that I desire and what it is that I feel that I deserve. Okay, so that's just overall. But the sun card being in the reverse lets me know that things, like I said, may not have been looking up for you, may not have been looking too bright. Also, it could denote that things have not been illuminated. So maybe it's something that you don't know that's going on or that was going on. So that's recent, past, and current energies. Reality of the situation right now is the third chakra archangel Chamuel. It's like a nudging, like a gut instinct. And I don't know if you're necessarily following it, but it may be telling you that, you got to do more. Like they say in The Princess and the Frog, you got to dig a little deeper. Like, sometimes, you have enough energy or enough fight or enough desire or what have you to get things done, but you need a little bit more. And it's like, your gut is telling you, like, for instance, with me, like, on the weekends, I love to sleep in, but I know I'm supposed to be doing other things, and my gut is telling me, like, you need to get up, you need to go ahead, because I do laundry and everything on the weekend. So, like, I may not spend as much time doing my studies or doing my spiritual work because I've slept, and I have to, like, do hair, including my daughter's hair and my clients, clean up my house, do my laundry, and something isn't getting done because I was sleeping. But my gut is telling me, like, you need to get up and handle your business, but I just love to sleep in on the weekend. So, it's kind of like that, like that gut instinct. And then in the future energies, we have the blossoming abundance in the reverse. And it's kind of like this, like with all of these, well, not all of the cards, but 3 out of 4 of the cards being in the reverse. I don't know if this has ever happened in an Aquarius reading before, but usually for me, when all the cards are in the reverse, and like I said, 3 out of 4, so that's kind of close. It's more than half. 75%. Y'all, when I'm sleepy, I'm goofy. Don't mind me. But yeah, for me, when all 4 cards are in reverse, it's like denoting like a big change needs to take place in order for you to succeed. But if 3 out of 4 of your cards are in the reverse and the one in the head space is upright and it's a hostilities card, it could mean that, okay, you've acknowledged in your mind that things aren't going right for you, so you're willing to fight for it. Or this could be saying that your negative energy in your mind is causing all of these things to be in the reverse. Like, you could be in a happy place, you could be blossoming abundance, but your gut, which you probably need some chakra aligning so that your gut instinct and your messages from your mind could be cleared. Well, your gut instinct, your second chakra can be cleared out so that the messages can reach there, and you can have the proper channel alignments for your chakras for the messages to get from here to there and where they need to go. Because your mind runs your body. So you stump your toe on the end of the couch, your mind tells your body to feel pain. If you were brain dead, you wouldn't feel that. So you got to clear out that second chakra, in order to get things done. And I believe that will turn your situation around, aligning and clearing out that second chakra. Because it could be negative energy, with the hostilities that you possess or that you sense is around you, however it resonates. Or it could be a desire to fight, but I feel strongly like it's a desire to fight. I kept hearing the words playtime is over, playtime is over. So if you feel like you deserve something, or if you feel like you desire something, then you got to dig a little deeper and get a little bit more, whatever you need, and fight for it, period. All right, so from the Romance Angel deck, we have the Retreat card, and it reads, it's time to disconnect from the world. And then we also have the You Deserve Love card, you are lovable. Some of you all may be in a situation where, you're not benefiting from it. It's not producing anything. You may not be getting the attention or the affection that you need. It may be a burden to you. It may make you feel bound, and it's time to retreat because you feel love. And in order for you to get out of this slump, you have to dig a little bit deeper and say, I'm going to fight for what I want. I feel like I deserve to be treated like this, like this, like this, like this, and like this. And you're not doing it for me. So I'm going to fight the negative energy that I may feel. I'm going to fight depression. I'm going to fight, not having an abundance in my life of love. I'm going to fight carrying this burden, which my gut instinct is telling me that I need to do. And I'm going to retreat from the situation because I deserve love. And some of you are actually in a relationship, and I feel like you're going to fight for this relationship, because I feel like at one point, I feel like somebody got a blessing here. Like somebody has a blessing of a feminine energy in their life. And it was kind of like, like basically just God gave you this blessing of this person. And, like if you want it, you got to fight for it, period. And you know what's up with this, this third chakra Archangel Chamuel card here. Y'all, I'm already looking at the clarifying cards. That's how y'all know I'm sleepy. But I'm still, the messages are accurate. Like, I'm just getting ahead of myself. So let's go along with the way that the reading is supposed to go. So next up from the Abundance deck, we have Severed Vows of Poverty. Dear one, I remember one of the cards I saw. When I first touched the tarot deck and I looked at the card on the bottom of the deck, it was the Four of Wands, which talks about stability, which talks about the home. And, somebody could be fighting for a stable home life, or that's what they're pursuing. So they got to dig a little bit deeper and get a little bit more energy and do a little bit more work in order for the home to be had, for the home to be stabilized, and for the home to be maintained, for whoever resonates. But again, Severed Vows of Poverty. Dear one, there's no need to suffer or sacrifice. Hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have had consciously or unconsciously in any lifetime. As you do so, all effects of these vows will be undone for everyone involved in all directions of time. Okay? And that's another thing. Like, vows, especially that you may have created in your own mind, like, that's a fight to break that yoke, is what I'm hearing. Breaking that yoke, breaking the yoke of poverty, of being broke, of struggling, however it resonates. Like, playtime is over with. Playtime is over with. And I feel strongly that the Aquarius has this in their mind. It's not like, it's kind of like, but you may have actually been ignoring it. But coming up, if not now, coming up, because it may just be an idea, but coming up, like, you're gonna get in the groove of this. Like, you understand, like, you, like, it's like a light bulb went off, like, man, I have to do this. Like, I don't got time to play. It's serious right now because I really want this, and it's kind of, it's at your door, but you know, you haven't attained it yet. So the next, this girl looked like Blue Ivy. I've never realized that. This girl on this card, the savings card, I don't know if y'all can see that. She looked like Blue Ivy when she was little. From the abundance deck, the next card we have is the savings card. As you consistently save for your future is saved. Do your future self a big favor as you consistently set aside present funds. This is a part of your self-care and path to feeling secure as you focus upon your life purpose. So that's just a little tidbit. You know, maybe you need to work on your savings. Maybe you need to stop dipping into your savings, fighting the urge, and your gut's telling you stop doing that. Stop doing that. You're just going to make it harder on yourself because you know what you got going on. You know what you're trying to have, however it resonates. All right, so let's look into these clarifying cards. The Sun reverse is being clarified with the 5 of Wands in the reverse. The Empress, and as I was trying to turn away to go to the other side of the board, the 6 of Cups in reverse jumped out. So if you are someone who is having to leave a relationship, it's like the hostilities may be on your mind as far as the hostilities in the physical, because you know some breakups aren't always good, or you know people break up because of indifferences or whatever, or differences. So it's like that's on your mind, but it's like you're not trying to fight. You don't want to fight. You want to be independent. You want to be abundant within yourself, and you're not really considering reconciling with this person. Or this could denote you know, this, whoever you may have been with, you didn't necessarily know. Maybe they had somebody in the past, maybe a soulmate who they may not have let go of yet, like whether it be like in their heart or in their mind. An Empress also talks about mothers. 6 of Cups talks about children. So you could be walking away from a situation where it's like somebody had children, or were like wanted to have children with this person, or maybe had an abortion, because it is in the reverse. However it resonates, like they may still be dealing with that person, and you don't feel the need to compete for, you know, this person, whoever this resonates for. So you just want to, the 2-folded card, because that could be talking about a baby mama, and you don't, or some woman or whatever, and you don't want to compete. But it also denotes to me that you want to be independent and doing well on your own. Okay, so that's what the retreat card is here for in that particular situation. And you know that, you know, it would be a burden. It's like your gut's telling you, like, it would be a burden, you know, to try to, I guess, win the situation, you know. That would be a burden. So you gotta drop it, and that's what you're fighting for, this person who has to leave. Because it's like, I don't know, maybe I'm feeling like with this Ace of Pentacles, I didn't even tell y'all what card this was clarifying. Okay, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sleepy, and I'm not telling y'all what's going on. I'm just reading, and I'm just going on about my business. So let me reverse, because I did look at this, and I was talking about this, but I didn't tell y'all what I was reading. 3rd chakra Archangel Chamuel card in the reverse is being clarified with the 6 of Wands and the 10 of Wands. So like I was saying, like it may be a burden for the person, for the first scenario, for the person who may be having to leave a situation and doesn't want to compete, doesn't want the drama, you know, whether it's someone who had kids with this person or wanted to have kids with this person, someone from their past. whoever it is, you know, you may have left because of that, or maybe you just, if there's no other person involved, you just don't feel like fighting for it anymore, and you want to be independent on your own, so you don't necessarily want to reconcile with this person. It's kind of like playtime is over with, the cycle has completed, I'm good. Because you know that it would be a burden, you know, to try to win this fight. You know, it burdens you. But also, two-folded cards here as well. It's like when you leave the situation, like you may have to work a little bit harder for your victory, to be the Empress, to be in that Six of Wands energy. You may have to work a little harder, because maybe, and I'm feeling that the other person was kind of a provider for you, and that's why the Sever Vows of Poverty card is here. The Savings card is here, because, like, I'm not saying it's a burden, you know, but you got to work harder, you know. Like, if you're leaving a situation where you were with your significant other, and they, you know, were footing a lot of the bills, or they were paying, you know, the way for you or whatever, and you leave the situation and you like, okay, I want to be independent on my own. Like, you have to make up for that slack that other person was making up for you. So you would have to work a little harder to be victorious. And here's where I'm talking about with this same scenario, severing the vows of poverty, because the hostilities card is being clarified with the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse and the Eight of Pentacles in the reverse. That's basically lack, you know, lack of abundance, lack of stability. That is a vow of poverty. And you gotta, with this, I got a message here with this You Deserve Love card. Hey, babe. With this You Deserve Love card here, I'm feeling an energy like you gotta fight vows. You have to fight to sever vows of poverty, and you have to fight, you know, to be independent. If you felt like, I'm getting an energy like you felt like somebody didn't appreciate you, maybe somebody didn't deserve you, however it resonates. I just heard that. But yeah, like, you have to break those vows in order to be abundant, in order to be, you know, productive, in order to have and to be stable in that having. Okay. And next up we have the Blossom in Abundance card in the reverse being clarified with the Eight of Swords and the Justice card. I'm really feeling like that's basically like the vows of poverty have you bound and have you constricted, restricted, and you're ready for things to go in your favor. You're ready for some favor in your life, but you have to fight for it. With this Eight of Swords card here, that lady got 8 swords around her, tied up with rope, and it's a way out. Like, she can get out of that. I don't know if she knows if she's surrounded by swords, but if she stepped to the left 2 times, to the right 3 times or whatever, she'll bump into one of those swords. And that fight or flight will kick into her brain and say, let me lean up against one of these swords and cut these ropes off of my arms and take this blindfold off my eyes. Take a sword with me because you're fighting for something, and get on through from here, you know? And break these vows of poverty and vow to never go back. However it resonates, okay? All right, so there's another situation here. Somebody's fighting for a relationship. Like, the retreat has 2 people in the car, so it's like 2 people just going off into the sunset, because one person may not have, and this was what I was talking about, that feminine energy, like, and somebody didn't necessarily appreciate their blessing, like a blessing straight from God with the Ace of Pentacles. I said in another reading that these Ace cards to me mean something given to you from the heavens, given to you from God. But with the Ace of Pentacles in the reverse and the Queen of Pentacles in the reverse, it's like somebody knows within their mind, like, I did not do right by this blessing of this feminine energy that was given to me by the heavens. So it's like, in order to fight, we gotta separate us from all the foolishness, and that's the fight. Like, let's just go, like us against the world. Let's just go, let's just do it, because somebody knows that that person deserves love, and that the love that that person gives them with that Queen of Pentacles energy, like, they deserve that type of love as well. So they have to fight and flip those two cards upright to be able to give that person that love that they deserve, and to also get the love that they know that they deserve from that person. The Sun card here being in the reverse is just telling me about, just things not having been the brightest in the past. I feel like there was competition with other women from the past, other women that people may have had children with, maybe had. You was right about that. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Pour it out. Pour it out. Don't do that. Excuse me, y'all. My daughter. But yeah. Competition with other women, whether there's children involved or not, it could be a soulmate tie, just a past energy, exes or what have you. And it's just like, playtime is over with. Those days are over with. Like, that's in the recent past and current energy. So that just says to me, like, putting these two things to the side, the Five of Wands, the Six of Cups, in order to put your woman, your love, whoever this resonates for, on a pedestal like she deserves to be, with that Empress energy upright. And that's what you have to do to turn that Sun card from reverse to right side up. You have to stop having competitive energy come towards this Queen of Pentacles, this Empress energy. You have to stop that. Like, any shady business that may be going on with a woman that you may have been an ex to, or had kids with, had a puppy love type of situation, first love, you gotta let that go. And that's what the Retreat card is for. Like, if you really gonna fight for this, that's what you gotta do. And it's not gonna be easy with this Ten of Wands here. It's not gonna be easy to get the victory, but you know that it's possible. It's just that you have to do it. The Blossom and Abundance card being clarified with the Justice card and the Eight of Swords upright. It's just telling me, like, basically, if you don't stop playing with this energy and keeping this energy bound and not in a knot, that environment isn't good. When this woman is the Empress, when this woman is the Queen of Pentacles, she will be let out. If it's not by her own hand, she will be let out. So it's like, you can do right by her, or authoritative energies from the universe is gonna come free this Empress, this Queen of Pentacles. Because I really feel like, with the Queen of Pentacles in reverse, like, she may be suffering financially because of the relationship with you. When in her independence, she's abundant, So in order to turn these things around, somebody gotta fight. They have to fighting their inner demons. I'm hearing, like, you just gotta fight for it. If that's what you really want, you gotta fight for it. And I feel like with that card, the Hostilities card, in the mind position, or what's on the mind of the Aquarius, like, that's something that you're willing to fight for. there's another situation here, but it's just like taking tidbits of both of those two situations that I was just talking about, that may not have anything to do with the relationship at all. Just an Aquarius ready to be independent and ready to be abundant and putting in the hard work. You've retreated from everything. You've disconnected from the world. You've given your time to yourself because you deserve love, and you understand that love starts with self-love. You know, you've made a decision to fight for it. You know, you're going to come up out of this poverty with this Ace of Pentacles in reverse, with this Queen of Pentacles in reverse. You know, you envision yourself as the Empress, and you want to be productive. So you know what you have to do in order to get that done. You got to work a little bit harder, but victory is in sight. And it's basically coming up out of your mind, coming up out of that negative thought process. Like the card says, hold the intention of undoing any vows of poverty or self-denial that you may have made, consciously or unconsciously, in any lifetime. So it's like playtime is over because you're not playing no more. Ain't no more play in GA or wherever you stay, you know. No more playing. Playtime is over with. But I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad to hear, and I'm glad to see, and I'm glad to feel, because I feel the energy like some of y'all Aquarius are going after exactly what it is that y'all want in life. And I don't blame you. Without even the tarot cards on the deck, just this hostilities card on what's in your mind spot, it's like dark days with the sun being in reverse, because it's a sword. If y'all could see that, he got a sword and he's ready to charge in. It's like that darkness, being rebellious and not following your gut instinct. Vows and ties of poverty. So more power to you on your fight. But that's the reading that I have for you all, you Aquariuses out there. Good hunting, and you know, all of the war energy and the warrior energy. I'm hearing Hercules and Xena, whatever y'all got going on. I would like to send that all to y'all, and some love, kisses, and blessings. I'm your Oracle, Jewel the Dawn, signing out. Y'all be blessed, and I'll get with y'all the next time. Peace.